the girl is already an idiot, you know.
It's the general.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is your girl Aisheey Verano, and today I have a guest,
Steven Chokdi.
Okay, thank you for coming on the channel today.
Appreciate it.
And yes, you're welcome. So now today we're going to be talking about signs you are in a situationship, and I wanted to have a guy here as well so we can talk about it from the guy's perspective, and then we can talk about it from my perspective. What is a situationship? Let's start from there.
That's a good question. A situationship is a situation in which two people are in where they are doing relationship things without a title.
What is relationship things?
Most times it's the sexual part.
Oh, okay, yeah. No. So basically, you're getting the benefits of a relationship but without the title.
Right.
Isn't that friends with benefits?
Still a situationship.
Okay, fine. So friends with benefits is also a type of situationship.
Right.
However, I think situationships could also cover things that does not involve sex as well. I think
that's true.
We're just hanging out. We don't know our bearing. We're just hanging out and we like each other.
But most people call that dating. Or these two, they call it dating exclusively. So there are plenty terms for a lot of.
Do you know what? Can I just say I'm tired of all the terms.
There are plenty terms.
I'm tired of all the terms. So exclusive dating is different from situationship.
Right.
I think perhaps situationship is a relationship that did not become a relationship. So you want a relationship but you did not get it, so you settled for a situationship. Is that it?
Some people will say that.
Because now I'm confused.
Some people say that is. I won't say there's one
to me
particular definition. I feel like situationship, from what most people will say, is two people having sexual activities,
right.
Hanging out, most and spending time together
without the title,
but most specifically sex is involved. I think that's the yardstick of what a situationship is.
Right.
Two people having.
Okay, cool. Do you know what? Thank you for that definition. I think it's actually quite good in terms of like, I agree with you. For me, when I see situationships, I only think like, okay, we're dating, we didn't put a name on it or whatever. So I'm glad you kind of clarified that a little bit. But okay, how do you know you're in a situationship? Like, if you're watching today and you're like, yo, am I in a situationship? I met this guy, I'm talking to this guy, what are we doing? Is that a situationship?
I would say maybe the girl wants a relationship, she wants commitment, and the guy doesn't want commitment, or he keeps postponing commitment.
Or it's like, I just came out of a relationship. I need some time. Lies.
Or maybe the guy is the one that wants a relationship, but she doesn't want a relationship. So it could be vice versa.
Right.
So that is when you know you're in a situationship. But the person that doesn't want a relationship still wants the benefits of what a relationship offers.
Right. No, I hear that. I think for me, I feel like situationships are just so tricky. Because it's like, okay, so when you're in a situationship, so what are the rules? Does that mean like if other girls are calling you, I cannot be vexed, or what? Like, I feel like that's probably one of the rules. And I think with situationships, signs you're in a situationship, I think one, personally, you can correct me if you think I'm wrong, but I think like usually one sign is the person is not committing to you fully. So let's say, for example, you're calling this person, the person can decide to call you back tomorrow. It might not call you back the same day, call you back in 3 days. That is a situationship. That person is not emotionally and readily available for you.
Of course.
I feel like that you are in a even if he told you it's a relationship, it's a situationship, my dear. Because that man does not have your time. That girl does ain't at your time. So it is a situationship. So I think sometimes we enter into things that seem like relationships because they labeled it as such, but in reality we're in a situationship because we're not getting the level of commitment that we want, but instead we're getting half of what we need or half of what we want, but we're settling because of something better than nothing. But you're in a situationship, auntie. Forget it.
The difference between a relationship and a situationship, the most important part is the commitment. With a relationship, you are committed. Two people are committed. With a situationship, you are not committed to each other. And in a situationship, there's always that opening for either the guy or the girl to at some point be like, well, why are you vexed? You're not my girl. and had to. Why are you vexed? I've seen other people.
And you know what you just said just triggered a story that I have to share, right?
Let's go.
When it comes to, right, so you know one thing about, like, it's important if you are in anything, right, it's important to define the relationship. If you want to be doing situation, that's fine, right? However, if you want a relationship, you need to define it, right? So I had a friend who was into this guy. She was dating this guy. It seemed that they were serious. He was expressing so much seriousness, giving her attention, time, everything. He even told certain people that he was interested in her, right? You know when like it's really that serious, but they never officially, you know, talked about, okay, define the relationship. Then he started seeing another person, and she was like, what the hell? You were the same person talking about you want to marry me, you want to this, you want to settle down with me. And then he's like, but are we in a relationship? And she was like, what the hell? She was shocked to her core. Because she thought, wow, this man did everything. He even told people that, like, you know, imagine telling your family that he wants to marry you, but never define the relationship, and had the cheek to say, yeah, but are we in a relationship? Did I ask you to be my girl? And so that's why I want to say, anyone watching this today, if you want a relationship, be upfront and honest about it. Don't be out here playing yourself. On
my YouTube, you guys can check it out, Steven Chuck D. I did a video about basically making intentions clear. And I feel like this is free game for the ladies. I feel like a lot of you leave things to chance and end up being hurt after. Because a lot of women, it seems they don't want to be upfront at the beginning, because a lot of women want to be like, if I say this and I say that, it's I don't want to seem desperate or whatever. Then you go with the flow, and the flow ends up taking you away.
Girls or women need to understand this thing, right? Like, you need to if you want a relationship, define the relationship, right? You need to literally have the conversation. If not, that is what's gonna happen. Now, am I saying that he will not insult you with something else? He could, but the last thing he's gonna insult you with is that, are you my girl? You know? Do you know what I mean? Like, yes, if he's a cow, then he's gonna find something else to insult you with. But it will not be, you're not even my girl. Ha! Why are you angry? Imagine the insult. You put effort, everything into this man, and this man is telling you, oh, you're not even my girl. But the truth is, you can't even be vexed, because that's the truth.
Right. See, ladies, you are not in a relationship until he tells you he's in a relationship, or he tells you that you are his girl. Don't ever assume, or you look stupid. Like a lot of you comment. You are still stupid, you know. Don't be ashamed. You know,
it's all love here.
It's all love. We grow. So ladies, don't be ashamed. We guys, we don't mind riding that wave. We can go on, we can take you on dates, we can be with you for years, for time, without committing. Because in a guy's DNA, it's polygamy. For real!
I bet you
I'm telling you. If a guy doesn't tell you that you are his girl, or you know, if he doesn't make it clear to you, don't assume. You know, if you want to go with the flow, keep on going with the flow. But just know that in a sense, in a situation where you get hurt, you have yourself to blame.
100%. 100%. I think, like, sometimes some girls want relationships, but they hang with a guy knowing that they want that serious commitment. But he is not saying that, but they're like, we do everything together, so we're no, sis, we're not together. He's doing the same thing with other girls as well, my love. So until
maybe not, so maybe not.
He just
no, maybe not.
Possible, but it doesn't matter.
But maybe not. But
a guy that wants to wife you will wife you.
Yes.
He will say to you, I want to be with you and you alone. I want you to be my girl. A guy that wants to do that will do that. If he's not done that, he does not want to do that.
Yes.
You know that, right?
Yes, but it doesn't mean he might be doing it with other girls. Why should I buy the whole car when I can get the milk for free? Or when I'm getting the milk for free, why buy the whole car?
Oh my god.
Nah, for real. So he's entered that stride of you guys going on holidays together, you guys spending time together. His house is like your house, your apartment is like his. So it's like, you know,
There is no incentive.
Right, so it's like, so even by the time you come up with, well, I want a relationship, you know, if you don't ask me out, then all those threats don't mean anything anymore, because at that time, you are emotionally invested already. And if you say,
I think suggestion is like, if you don't want to be in a situationship, make sure you define it before you start getting into all that shenanigans. Because if not, you end up being the one upset when you realize that this man is like, well, we're never in a relationship, I don't know what you're talking about, and then you be upset, and then you know, the war now has to do with all of that.
A lot of things are not as complicated as we make it seem. A lot of things could be eradicated by just communication, by just stating your intention. Simple. We try to make things very
complicated.
That, well, the way you're treating me, you send me flowers, that is a sign of somebody that wants to be in a relationship. You're making it complicated.
Than it needs to.
At the beginning or in the middle, just like, yo, see you. I know we are doing this and doing this, hanging out all the time, but see, me,
what do you want?
What do you want? Because me, I want relationship. Or me, I don't want relationship. I like how it's going. Just state that. Simple.
State your intention.
Ask the question, the hard question. Don't always, and women always will be like, oh, well, it's the guy. Let him that move first. Let him, he's the one to make the move. He's the guy, he's the chaser, he's the hunter. You wait. You grow white hair. Sometimes if you grow white hair, you think it's taking too long, make the initiative and ask the question. If it's eating you up inside that much, ask the question and find out yourself. Don't just wait for the guy to ask you first, because some guys will not. It's not like they don't know, but they won't.
But that's the thing, it is your life at the end of the day.
Thank you.
So don't wait for somebody to tell you about your life. If you want to know something, sit down and say to this guy, okay, what are your intentions with me? This is my intention, this is what I want, but what do you want? Let him say what he wants. And then if it is not the same thing, vamoose, leave. You know what my issue is? You as a woman, you know, like this, for example, this particular woman, let's use an example. She knows she wants a relationship with this man. She knows, even not with this man, she wants a relationship. She's ready to marry. But you will stay with a man that is not ready to define the relationship. He's telling you, oh babes, I don't want a relationship, What are you doing there? So then you put up with the nonsense, and then it goes on, you now be here in situationship for 3 years. What is the reason? And 9 out of 10, when you research, you realize that the person that was doing the situation, the girl, most times, was not on that. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like, be honest with yourself as to what exactly you want, and know that when you're in a situationship, you cannot expect relationship opportunities. You cannot expect relationship. You cannot expect this man to call you 5 times daily. That's not gonna happen. If he does, that does not mean
what do women even like that? Being cold, like
so I do like being cold. Yes, absolutely. I love being cold. I love.
Would you look at us like?
No.
Okay, it's too much.
No. If we get along very well, I love, call me, please. Call me. Even when I'm busy, I will find time to speak to you. Like, if I'm into you, that's that. Don't allow anybody to waste your time. Don't let anyone take you for idiots. Because the same guys that were saying, I'm not ready for a relationship, will leave you and go and date someone else and be in a relationship.
But most times, I'm standing up for my guys, I'm sorry. Most times, it's not the guys taking you for idiots. It's the girls being idiots. It's the girls being idiots. Sometimes, guys are not taking you for idiots.
You're taking yourself for idiots.
The girl is already an idiot, you know. It's not the guy wasting your time. I always say that both parties are adults. She's entering
You're grown. If you don't want to be taken for an idiot, you will not be taken.
You're not held hostage. I don't know why it's always the guys that are wasting your time. You're not held hostage.
You're the one wasting your time.
The minute you don't want to do anymore, leave.
But yeah, bottom line is, don't be something you don't want to be in. The end. Simple. Leave a comment in the comment section if you've ever been in a situationship. Are you always in situationships? Are you a serial situationship experts? Is this what you do? Let us know in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and tap that bell for notifications so you know every single time that I post. And make sure you subscribe to his channel as well.
Steven Chuck D. That's my YouTube channel. Please subscribe.
Yes, and I'm going to put it in the description bar below so you guys can go check out his videos. But yeah, support him. He is a new YouTuber, so help. You know, let's help our guy out here.
Help. You want me to kneel down?
Well, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and have a lovely